Welcome to this episode of Joker's Physiotherapy and Migraine Partners. Thanks for watching. And jaw and headache. Well, it's the neck. So the science not yet proved jaw and the neck link, but from my 20 more than 20 years of experience as a physiotherapist, I can guarantee that there is a very strong link, and I have studied the anatomy and tracked the the neural link, the nerve link between the neck and the jaw, and that is for sure connected. And there's some studies are showing that in the brain, they share the same nerve pathway. So for sure, they are linked. But it's very hard to show on a science evidence base. But I know I can show you, prove it to you. If you are the patient, you will experience the reduction in pain treating the neck in the jaw pain. In many cases, now, I'm not saying 100%, but in many cases that are definitely linked. So most primary headaches, that means it's the headaches of unknown origin. They do relate to the neck. That's where the origin is in many cases, or at least it's the biggest contributing factor. The neck can refer to pain to the jaw, yeah, but the jaw cannot refer to the head or the neck. It's just anatomical hierarchy, and it's just the way it is. The brain is the boss of the neck, and the neck is the boss of the jaw, the face, the areas that the neck can refer. So 50%, anatomically speaking, of the jaw is made of skull bone called the temporal bone. So the neck is affected by the head position, posture, that is. So if 50% of the jaw is formed by the skull called temporal bone, and the posture affects the neck, can you see the link here? The posture affects the neck. Jaw, 50% of the jaw is made up of the skull. And the skull is involved in how we posture because skull, as in temporal bone, is going to form part of the posture. So therefore, can we say posture affects the jaw? For sure. Yes, yes, because 50% of the jaw is made up of the skull, and skull is definitely posture related because that is the head position. Therefore, jaw is affected by the neck. So, put simply, you need to stop when you're watching this this video, stop chin poke posture, which is the one where your head goes forward, down, down, down towards the screen. If you're watching this video, sorry, not me, uh, on a YouTube, definitely, please put your chin back up and have good posture and have no hump. Do you know what the hump is? People call it Dowager's hump, Mrs. Dowager's. So if you reach back to the base of your neck, and if you look down, you will feel this bone poking out into your middle finger, let's say. So that bone is what we call the hump. If you can have that hump if you're looking down. But if you're looking straight ahead at your eye level, straight ahead, look straight ahead, the hump should be minimal. I'm not saying it's zero and flat, but it's relatively flat. But if you're looking straight ahead, but still the hump remains, that tells you your head is still forward. So that's the chin poke posture that we need you to get out of. So for that, the solution is to have a good ergonomics, good ergo. Specifically, you may need to write this down. The eyes need to be at the screen center, computer screen center, smartphone screen center, whatever the reading, the book or the iPad or the whatever you're reading off. You need to look at things at your eye level. The screen center needs to be at your eye height. So in many cases, your computer screen, if you're using computer, may be slightly down. Your eye level may be adjusted to the top of the screen. Then you need to raise or hoist your screen so that the screen center is at your eye level. You may also want a keyboard that is split in half. So alphabet G and H will be separated into two different bits so that your hands can work, each hand can work in front of the shoulder, not towards the middle where the keyboard may be narrow. So that can help keep your hands wider than the elbows, which helps to keep the back muscles firing up. You may also want to use the right hand for the mouse if you're right hand dominant, and then you might want to use the left hand. Let's say 1 minute to start with every hour to start practicing using the left hand. Mainly the right, but you might want to start using the left hand for mouse from time to time. As part of the rehabilitation in physiotherapy, you want to develop strong upper back muscles, including rotator cuff muscles of the external rotators, upper neck muscles, upper thoracic muscles, all of those. Also, upper thoracic spine needs to get flexible. Often they are slouched into what we call flexion, forward round shoulders, round back. Needs to be able to, one, get to neutral, which means upright, and slightly into extension. So that requires flexibility, which requires strength in your abdominal muscles so you can support your upright posture, and stretching into curving backwards. This requires specific exercises tailored to your needs, tailored to your stiffness, tailored to your weakness. Obviously, it's not only that, and your jaw issues or pain may be contributed by clenching, grinding, which may also relate to medications you're using, because certain medications can cause clenching and grinding, but it may be to do with the way you're breathing. The dry mouth, we know, can contribute to clenching or grinding in the night and during the day. So watch out for how you're breathing, which means you may need to watch out for and need to train your tongue positions. That's a story of another video. I have more videos about that in my channel. If you want to check them out, you're more than welcome. And reflux. If you have any reflux problem with that high acidity in your gut that's regurgitating, then obviously that is shown to cause more clenching and grinding, which obviously can contribute to your jaw problem. And you may have a habit of chewing gums or chewing or clenching for some reason because of high stress, then you might need to replace that too. So it's not only the ergonomics and the mechanical things that we talked about, and obviously being a physiotherapist, I'm biased towards those mechanical treatments, but yes, there are many other things that affect. But thank you for listening, and I hope this was helpful. And if this was helpful, please give us a thumbs up, or please subscribe so you will be notified of future videos. Thanks for listening and happy rehab. Cheers.